name is Anthony Willis. I go by the Rhythm Soldier. That's my stage name when I had a band. I had that for over 30 years. I use that name to not reveal my true name. It's an intriguing name to where they want to dig into you more. So I use that for my arts and crafts, my oil paintings, my designs, whatever I do. I use that name to draw people towards that name and towards me. My dad was an artist. I didn't know that. I never do that. But he never taught me anything. So I just draw this. This just came natural. So as a young person, they used to call me Baby Hurk because a stop sign I could grab, I could bend it and break it. That's how strong I was back then. Cause I played football back then, but I didn't want to play that stuff because they wouldn't let me get what I wanted to. I was a catcher back then. My experience in all this drawing and art stuff, it just came natural. I learned all this just by self-taught. Then I went to the art school. I figured, okay, I want to learn something. I went there for a semester. It's like, I already know how to do all this. I mean, I just need the shading part done. I've done all this too, so I didn't really need art. So that semester, I just, okay, I'm done. I don't need it. But I learned charcoal. And that's the only thing I learned from there. And color pencils, cool. And that was it. I just started drawing everything on my own. I didn't need nothing else. But I just needed more experience in drawing certain things. And to do that, just got to keep drawing. That's about it. But what I found out was I needed help. So I wrote to Marvels, and they sent me a letter. This is what they sent me in reply. They showed me everything what I need to do to get everything done the right way. So they told me get their book, which I did. This book right here. This shows you everything that they used to do. From the drawing, the sculptures, all that, the coloring, the shading, how they make the characters, all the scribbling art, all that. So I did all that. You show your artwork, to show you how to script it, to show you how to caption, to show you how to ink everything and color it. This is what I used to draw. That was what I used to do. I went by Sabian back then. This is what I used to draw, if y'all can see that. I'm a Marvel's comic book fan and cartoon illustration coloring book fan. I look at dinosaurs back then. I love dinosaurs. I would trace, then I would draw the dinosaurs. And then once I got good at it, I started drawing the Marvel characters. Then when I got really good, I started taking them to my school, my middle school. And then I would, get about 2 copy papers, fold them in half, and start drawing them by hand, and then take to school and sell them. A Diabolical takes you on a journey with government conspiracies where they're doing things that you thought was impossible to do, but they're doing it anyway. Then they got dark secrets that reveals a lot of things about everybody. You got people who you'd never thought existed, and you got underwater things that happens to where you're afraid to go down to the deep and understand what's going on because you've never been that deep before, and in the dark waters, you don't know what lurks down there. Love, trust, and belief. When you have those, what you think you know, you don't. And when you don't think you know, you do. Because once you have those 3, you get stronger in life, and it outweighs everything else. The love between Eric and Mikhail. It takes you on a journey where certain things is trying to go against them. Certain people are trying to go against them, and they got to fight through that to accomplish their true love and their trust in each other. Because there are some people want to take that away. Envy and jealousy and strife does a lot damage to relationships. 'Cause it's something that is not a routine of your same routine, redundant story over and over and over again. It's something different. It takes you on a journey of life, not just natural life, but spiritual life, everything else. And plus adventures and earthly things and not earthly things. I just say it like that. I don't want to give too much out, but it's intriguing. Deceit, deception, betrayal, lying. They say that they're your friend, but they're not. They do everything they can against you. Corruption. The location is the underwater depths, the deep. I want to show that there's things down there that you never thought was down there. So I want to give you that chill, that shocking, afraid, but excitement, and people also that you never thought existed, that they truly do exist. It is not by natural means. Just something different, something exciting, something scary, something ferocious. I like underwater stuff. I always like Atlantean amphibian stuff. If I watch a show like Shark Week, I love that stuff. I love that stuff so much. I said, ooh, I could watch it all day, nonstop. And that's to give me ideas. I said, what happened if I such and such, I put this in here? What would happen if I do this? What happens if I do that? I've never seen that done before, so let me try that. Let's go with that, see what happens. And that's how it all came out. I always try to make something different to what everybody else out there doing. Because I don't look at movies. I don't look at anything of that. When I do stuff, I just shut everything off. Because sometimes when you look at people's stuff, you're copying out their ideas. And that's what I don't want to do. I wanted to feel satisfied, but also wanting more. Because I said, this is not the end. There's more to it. I said, don't let it end here. I want to know what happened to such and such. What happened to this person? I want to know what happened to the very end. What's going on? But what I'm trying to do is show everybody that I want to draw you into excitement. Not just same dull thing over and over again. Something totally different than what's going on right now. That's basically what I was doing. One thing is relationship. How are you going to handle things when things go bad? Things are not going your way. Will you trust each other? Do you have faith in each other? And will you stand by each other? No matter what the situation is, you got to go through it. And you got to find out, do I really want to stay and fight and work this thing out? Or do I want to just run away and quit and go the easy route? Because there's always a solution to everything. Lesson is, you got to find your love and stick with it no matter what. Talk to each other, work with each other, because there's somebody out there who do not like what you have. And they'll find everything they can or do anything they can to break it up. Because if you look in the world, people don't like people who are happy in a good relationship. They find a ways to break it down to where they're the same just like them. So eliminate them. It's between you and that person. That's it. If the two of you are happy, living together, the right way, who cares what everybody else think about you? That's the main thing. My influences was Predator by Arnold Schwarzenegger, Aliens, the original, and Lord of the Rings. I've got the guy's name way back time. You cannot pass. You shall not pass. And then, when I heard that, I said, wait a minute. I could write a book about something or write a movie about this. Because of the 3D stuff that happened back then, you can do it now. So that's what got me into writing big time. I'm a big sci-fi stuff. If you're talking about Star Wars or Star Trek, Space Trooper, all that stuff. I'm in all that stuff. When I write, what I do, I just write until okay, I'm tired, I'm going to stop. Then I put it on the back burner. I won't touch it for a little bit. Like, just let's say about a week or two. But at the same time, I'm just meditating on it and I'm just sleeping on it. Then I get an idea that's, oh, okay. And then from that point, it'll give you so much information to keep writing on, you can't contain it all. So then you're going to have to try to stop yourself, keep writing, because you're going to put too much in there that's not going to be really worth what you're trying to do. So that's what I write in sporadic spurts. I don't do the whole thing. Like, I'll write, take a break, stretch my legs, go out, watch TV, cartoons. Then I come back a little bit. Okay, I do that. Okay, then I'm done for the day. Let it go. I won't write nothing tomorrow. I just digest what I just wrote. Then I get more ideas, because sometimes when you're in a rush to write stuff, you're writing stuff that really don't pertain to your story, and it's getting too boring. You're just trying to fill it up. You don't do that. You just want to write. You want stuff to going to hit people in the face and say, "Ouch! Ooh, I never seen that coming." You got to get them a gotcha moment, and doing that, it takes time. And you got to want to think it out. Don't rush nothing. I put my stuff on the burner for over 10 years. I mean, over 10 years. Because I had a vision of a group and team working together to accomplish something. So I worked together as a team, found out that we all got to do this together. If we're not going to do this together, then what's the point? And I did this with my theater plays I wrote. They weren't serious about that. So I left that to do the band thing, which was before the theater. They weren't serious about that. Then I went to my studio activity thing. I built a whole studio on my own from scratch. And then when I did that, okay, let's come together and do the music. Let's do the music together. We did that. Nobody says about that either. When you have contract deals, they calling me for contract deals. And I go to them, listen, I just got a call. They want this. We got the demo, but they want the whole song. Let's do it. They had one person tell me he wanted to do it on his own. I said, the goal is to get us all in the door. Once you're in the door, then you can branch out. Do what you want to do. You want us to write music for you? We can. But you got to get in the door first before you can do anything. And then after that, we just broke up because nobody was serious about doing anything. Then I decided to, okay, let me do my stuff. Let me do my stuff first. Once I did that, I started putting stuff out there. It just blew up. Sometimes you got to get away from people to accomplish what you need to be done. Plain and simple. Sometimes they don't see your vision, but they just see theirs and not do anything. But mine is to help everybody out, but they didn't want it, so I did my own vision, and look what happened. This results came up. Yeah, when I first started, I was doing ebooks, and I said, "Man, son, this could be something. Let me do this. Let me do a 3D ebook, and go from there." And once I started doing that, I said, "Okay, let me do a novel, but let me do a 3D novel with pictures in it to show everybody what's going on." So you can read, but you just read and you visualizing the person, the characters. But if I do a 3D book where you see the characters already in there, you know what's going on. And I'll go from there. And that's when everything started blowing up. When you want to do something and nobody's there to help you, it's just you, yourself, and I. Me, myself, and I. So you have to learn how to do the art, learn how to do the inking, learn how to do the coloring, learn how to do everything yourself. So when you self-sustain yourself, and you want to work with people, and say, "Well, I won't be able to do it today. Can you hold off till next week?" You don't have to wait. You can do everything on your own. So that's why I just started doing stuff on my own, because I didn't want to wait for people who actually had something they wanted to do, but they really didn't want to do it at all. So to eliminate all that, you got to be self-sustaining for yourself. And once you start doing that, people start looking at you, man, he's doing all by himself. So let us hook up with him because he don't play around. And that's how you get popular and people get serious about you. They know that you are not going to be playing around with your stuff. Then they want to join your bandwagon because they want some stuff too. And that's how it is. You making money, they want money too. And they're going to do everything they can to get it. And if they're going to, on your coattail, they're going to follow you. That's what I got to say about that one. I want to do stuff for my own. And to do something for your own, you got to know what you're doing. And I started doing that. And once I started doing that, everything was open up. I ain't have to worry about nobody else waiting on nobody else. Just me. It was just me. That was it. Just me.